Hi everyone, Driveshaft Drew here. How y'all doing today? Anyways, today's video is going to be a short video, and it's going to be about a subject I normally don't talk about, and that's safety. Now, you guys are wondering why I'm talking about safety. Well, yesterday at work, we had a little bit of an incident involving me, and what happened is a grinder disc blew up. Now you say, how the heck did a grinder disc blow up? Anyways, I was grinding some flat metal, and my grinding disc wore out. So I decided I was going to put a new grinding disc on my air grinder, and found out that I couldn't find my tool to take off the disc. So one of my coworkers says, "Hey Drew, instead of spending too much time wasting looking for your tool, just use mine." So I grabbed his air grinder and plugged the air in on it, and I went to work on it, and I wasn't 30 seconds, and it was like a cannon or a gun went off. It was just like kaboom, and there was pieces of grinding disc everywhere. And basically, the end result is I was wearing my coveralls, I was wearing work gloves, I was wearing my face shield like I should have been. Lucky thing I was wearing all my safety equipment, but even with all my safety equipment, we still got some collateral damage. So you guys can see here, the disc, a piece of it blew here and hit my arm, and I'll tell you, it was like somebody hitting me with a sledgehammer. And basically I just stopped and shook it off, and then I looked at the disc and I went, wow, what the heck happened? And then he goes, oh, he says, I had that happen to me before too. I go, what do you mean? And he goes, oh, he says, you got to turn down the air because of the, mine's not an actual grinder, it's an air sander. Well, I wish he would have told me that beforehand, but he didn't. And anyways, what ended up happening, an air sander spins at twice the RPM that a regular grinder spins at, and these grinding discs are rated for a certain amount of speed. I believe it's 13,000 RPM for the grinding disc. Well, my little grinder is within the limits. I've never had a problem. But his, being an air sander, has the capability of doing like 2,200 RPM. So that disc did not stand a chance. It literally just blew up. Now, the difference between an air grinder and an air sander is simple. An air grinder looks like a little grinder. An air sander looks like a little grinder. The only difference is there's no guard on the air sander, and there's a little tag on the thing that says air sander. So that's the only real difference between the two, but not knowing this, I grabbed his air sander thinking that he was handing me a grinder, and this is what happened. Well, we talked to the safety council at work, and they agree people need to know this for the simple reason we don't need somebody losing an eye or getting their teeth knocked out or a chunk hitting their face and ripping their face apart, or in worst case scenario, you know, hitting them in the heart and taking out their heart, or breaking a few ribs or something like that. I was lucky. I only got it here on the arm, and it just, and you know, even with the coveralls and that, it still hurts. I mean, it's swollen up pretty good, and you can see it's pretty black and blue. I was lucky. I went to work today. I never missed work because of it or nothing like that. But I'll tell you, do yourselves a favor, guys, safety first. Whenever you pick up any kind of spinning tool, a drill, a grinder, a sander, anything that has RPMs to it, check and make sure you have the proper disc or the proper rated disc. Our disc, like I said, are rated around 13,000. Well, his little machine did 26,000. So it's like double of what it should have been. And this thing literally exploded. And it was like so fast, like I'm just happy I'm here to talk about it. And I want you guys all to look at your tools at home or at work or wherever you are. Just pick up your tool, look at the disc and see what the RPM is rated for, and find out what the RPM of your tool is rated for. Make sure they match up, or that the RPM on the disc is higher than what the tool puts out. Because if it's lower than what the tool puts out, those things can explode. And I mean, they've obviously had this problem in the past and nobody's ever really figured out why. But now we figured it out, so the Safety Council is looking at ways that we can prevent this from happening again. And the ways that we're talking about is when we go to the parts department and we get a disc, we want the parts guys to say, hey, make sure you check your speed rating. Make sure that this disc is capable or compatible with the machine you're putting it on. And stuff like this, you know, little things like that will mean a lot in the future. So for all of you guys, please comment, thumbs up, share the video, because this is one video I would like to see shared everywhere, because everybody works with tools, and tools are definitely dangerous. And I mean, I've been doing this for over 50 years, guys, and it happened to me, so it could happen to you as well. And, you know, lack of communication, because he could have told me, oh, this is an air sander, make sure you turn down the RPM, but he didn't. He knows that I'm a mechanic, and he just passed it to me. And my fault, I should have looked at the thing before I did it, which I didn't. And also, the fact that we ordered discs for electric grinders and not for air grinders at work. So there's like 3 faults here that we see that we're going to try and correct. So all you guys, thumbs up, comment, share the video. Much appreciated. Until the next one, love you all. Thanks from Drive Shaft Drew. Catch you all on the next one. Bye.